Hello, class of EDUU 520A. My name is Giselle Garcia, and this is my journal entry number 1. After reading chapter 7 and all the readings from this week, I learned about the advantages and challenges of assessing ELL students. I also learned about different types of assessments and their accuracy, as well as some of the best practices when it comes to assessing ELL students. To start, some of the advantages that I learned about assessing ELL students include knowing the current level of students' performance. It informs the educators about the strengths and the needs of the students. It helps teachers by teaching students what they need to know. The information gathered from testing can be used to help students benefit academically and in a personal development level. One disadvantage that I learned about assessing ELL students is that standardized testing leaves little room for teachers to really focus on teaching the academics, which can affect ELL students and can sometimes end up putting students at risk of failing. Another disadvantage is that ELLs may not have the proficiency to express fully what they understand. Chapter 7 also discuss the different types of assessments used for ELL students. One of those assessments is the CELT. This assessment measures 4 domains: listening, speaking, reading, and writing. Students are tested for entry level, and then they're also tested annually to measure progress. With this testing, students can receive adequate service and support that are available for ELLs. When students are assessed annually, scores can be then used to reclassify or exit them out of the program, which that has to be based on the student's performance. Other assessments include formative and summative assessments. Formative provides early measures of students' performance. It helps the teacher know how well the student is doing and what adjustments should be made to instruction to help the student succeed, while summative assessments are given at the end of the instruction. Another type of assessments is the achievement test, which measures student success in the learning content. Students are tested only about the material that was taught. This type of assessments is more accurate for teacher because the content of the test lets the teacher know what content the student is really understanding, or if it needs to be retaught or adjusted. Competency test is another type of assessment that measures the ELL proficiency in English. Portfolio assessments, which helps keep track of students' progress. All of the testings are accurate and valid if they measured what it is intended to be measured. Some of the best practices when it comes to assessing ELL students include testing that matches or is close to the learning content. Also, the content should reflect the curriculum and experiences that are applicable to the ELL students' lives. Some of the experiences or connections that I have with this topic, I am an ELL learner myself, so when I came in, I believe that I did took some of this testing, which to be honest, I really don't recall. But my son was also, or is also an ELL student, and he did have to take the LPAC testing. I believe that he reclassified when he was in, I want to say 3rd or 4th grade. Right now he's going into 7th grade. But it is a testing that it is quite difficult for the English learners. The vocabulary and the content that is in those types of testing is quite challenging for ELL students, even for English only students. which I think do make it a little bit more challenging for ELO students to exit out of the program due to this testing. So that's one of the connections that I have with this topic about assessments. And that is all that I have for this week's journal. Thank you.